This story is sponsored by Skiller.
Not bad.
Between winter storms, we'd run back and forth, moving as much of our stuff into the cabin as possible. And from the high temps and rain, there were days that felt like spring in the middle of January. I can help him on things. But the hills kept their snow pretty well, and it was never too long before a surprise snow day would turn everything white again. And on one snowy morning, we packed up our supplies to head to the cabin and continue fine-tuning the interior.
I hope this snow's not too heavy for these wipers. To start. So, we didn't know that there was going to be a storm coming of this magnitude, but it says up to 6 inches all day tonight, and all tonight, and then all day tomorrow. So can't miss out on this. We're heading to the cabin for an overnight, and hopefully finish the final details, such as the last of the window trim and basically like fascia or veneer underneath the countertops. Just simple aesthetic things. Jack doesn't have his phone?
Okay,
You want me to go grab it?
Those are the Evercrows.
Just these little ones. Yeah. That was funny. We ran into John and Jack at the co-op. They had just been looking for crystals. Found some pretty cool ones too. It's not really snowing anymore. It's kind of like just rain, sleet, very slick and icy. But it's supposed to start turning into snow at 1 a.m. or so, and then all day tomorrow. So I'm thinking we're gonna wake up to some nice fresh snow and then have a beautiful snowy morning. But having this just be rain is gonna make it a little bit harder to cut and everything, but we're gonna do our best. Really kind of looking forward to just doing some reading tonight too. I want to put some more of Allie's boot balm on my boots and do a little writing. But here we go, let's turn the power on. There we are. Nice. All right. Well, we're definitely gonna need some stuff. In the past year or so, I haven't been taking as much film as I used to, and I just often forget. And sometimes, usually when I shoot film, I'm more trying to document life on the go, in the raw moment, and not be too artsy or whatever. Often I find I'm taking pictures of the same things over and over again. Like I've got 100 pictures of this cabin, but I know that in 5 years, 10 years, however many years, each picture taken is at a different stage of completion, and it will never be like that again. So I love just continuing to take photos and knowing that one day when you look back, you'll go, whoa, that was before we put the cedar shakes up on that side, or something like that. So never stop shooting.
So we fueled up with turkey and gravy before going all in and ripping and sanding boards and finishing trimming out the rest of the inside. And while it's a simple process, it takes a lot of time to complete. And I recently bought a used version of the smallest MacBook they make on eBay for just over $100 to use as my writing computer. I found that it's helpful to invest in new tools to encourage you to do something you've had a hard time doing. Whether that be buying new gym clothes to encourage you to work out more, or buying a new chef's knife to encourage you to cook more. And I'll do the same thing by buying new camera lenses to make me excited to go out and shoot. By spending the money and investing in something you want to do, you now have a greater reason to see it through. And having that new tool truly makes it exciting. I've been wanting to write books and especially create audiobooks for a long time. And this new writing tool is me actually starting that process. Often the hardest part of doing anything big and worthwhile is starting. Not waiting for the perfect moment, but starting right now. Pick one small step and complete it, and then just do that over and over again until you catch your groove. And then before you know it, you're far along into that project that was once just a daydream. I get a lot of questions from people about what gear I use, what camera, what drone, how I get certain shots, color grading. And while it would take forever to respond to everyone, I also spent over a decade researching, testing, spending a ton of money, trying to build my dream kit that's personal to me, and it might not even work for someone else. And plus, gear doesn't really matter without context. It's more important to learn the why behind the gear as opposed to just what the gear is. And that's why I'm excited to share this video's sponsor, which is Skiller. Skiller is a one-on-one video chatting app where someone that's looking for advice or help or wants to learn can connect directly with a pro. You pay just by the minute, so there's no subscriptions, and it's not just video stuff, it's about anything you can think of. Fitness, culinary, gardening, home improvement, you name it. There's so many different pros on the Skiller app. The sessions are recorded so you can always go back and rewatch them. So I'm on there, I just built my profile, I'm teaching cinematography, photography. You can ask me about film cameras, business, basically anything that it takes to be a self-employed creator. I'm looking to do a lot more teaching this year, and I think this is a really cool concept. So if you're interested in learning something new, hit the link in the video description to download Skiller today. So thank you to Skiller for supporting this channel, and now back to the story.
Whoa.
That's unheard of.
Wait, that's the craziest thing.
What? We played cards before falling asleep to the sound of the rain hitting the metal roof. I'm hungry, got rips in my dungarees from bouts with old enemies. Some of my favorite memories. Remember when suddenly my feet came from under me and I flew through the summer breeze. Boy, that was something to see. November was cold, weather fireside glow, stories were told. I told that one about how I was down on my luck, but I'm not giving up. My hat on my eyes in the back of my truck, waiting for trout to rise from the stream, and I'll be sleeping away in the dream when they do. So we're going through wood quicker than we imagined we would, and it's snowing really nice. We brought some yogurt for breakfast, but I don't think that's gonna cut it for a full day of work, so we're gonna go get a plate of eggs and stock up on the wood. Hopefully this is the last round of wood that we have to get this year. And man, I'll tell you what, next fall, All I'm doing all fall long is getting wood. We're gonna have stockpiles all over this whole place. Speaking of wood.
I just dumped so much dirt down my shirt.
Oh no. Cranston's chop is moving. And before we headed back, we stopped at the little red house. Oh wait, I had to get the sweaters. Never had sweaters, like I only had cotton ones from Target and they went fine through the dryer.
Sure.
And then I got a couple nice ones and that happened.
What's wrong with this one?
It's just a hair too small. I just need like an inch or two out of it.
That's the itchiest
Wider?
sweater I've ever worn
Long.
in my life.
Oh, long?
Yeah.
It's not
I
the
don't have
width.
so much love.
Hoyt, it feels he's not getting enough.
Wow, look, he's a pendulum.
And I dropped off a few shrunken wool sweaters to get stretched out. And my mom showed me some of the handmade flannels she had been working on for her Etsy shop, which is always linked in the video description.
Warmed dramatically in the past 50 years. Burlington has gone up by 7 degrees average.
Really?
Concord, New Hampshire, 6 degrees. Portland, Maine by 5 degrees.
No joke, on average.
It says, what kind of asshole will I be if I don't get to complain about the people who complain about the weather?
Seams.
Yeah.
They're actually triple seams
Wow.
because they're stitched and then they're serged and then I top stitch them.
And this is Vermont flannel.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. Speedy guy.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Your mom said they spent the whole night there.
Wow.
Why don't they go in the coop?
They didn't want to go into the shanty.
Best friends.
They really are. And we grabbed a few things I had bought for the cabin years ago, like this 1890s coffee grinder. Gotta take all this wood down. It's a bit slick. We don't have as much as we had that time we brought it down the canoe, and there's not that much snow, so I figure this little wheelbarrow could work. At least help move it along a little bit quicker. See how this goes. I would need a string attached to it for this to be worthwhile. Just since we got here, it's picked up a lot.
I know, right now I just noticed that. I wonder how many more will snap with all the weight of
I'm sure there'll be a good amount more.
Look at the chimney.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's that slippery either. I think we can just carry it down by there. Not bad.
And so we took care of the wood and kept chugging along inside the cabin as the snow fell.
Here, take it.
All right, so we just did this. Finished these little shelves under here, and finished these shelves under here. This will be for probably plates and bowls and stuff. And then we got all the space under there. Now we're gonna just kind of cover up all of the sides, cover up the 2x4s with the rough cut, and just make it look kind of hopefully pretty. Let's see how this goes. We got a lot done. We are so close to being finished. The last major thing is the stove. I'm thinking it could be possible to tackle it tonight. We're gonna stay one more night. It's Friday and we're going into the weekend, and I just have to edit all weekend so we have to leave early tomorrow. Allie's got a workout class, so figure we'll do
one more night and just push through and basically be there. So close. We have one more huge Home Depot run we have to do, so we're gonna go do that now and get some food and a couple more supplies, and then we'll be good.
Where was the one at your parents' house?
It used to be upstairs. And after another good push, we woke before the sun to head back to the little mill town. And at this point, all that was really left was hooking up that stove, installing more shelves and storage, and moving the rest of our stuff in. And we were patiently waiting for more snow and for my old snowmobiles to get out of the shop so we could ride in and enjoy that true secluded feeling. This back and forth wet winter allowed us to complete more than we anticipated, and a feeling of relief with the cabin was finally setting in. Though the craving for a true deep winter was strong, and we were longing to be snowed in down by the river.